I'm Caitlin E, and welcome back to the Lit Review. This foot in the air doing Grimmies is Gizmo. He's just gonna be chilling with us today, but you know, gotta address the cat yoga going on here. But today we are gonna be doing my favorite thing to film, y'all's favorite thing to watch, LitLand for February. So if you have never seen any of my LitLand videos, this is your first time, I will link a playlist in the cards and down below in the description box so you can catch up on the almost 2 years of this game. But the rough rundown is that this is my board game. I pick my to be read, my TBR, every single month based on my progression across this board. I make 4 pulls, each of those pulls associated with the color and a genre as we make our way across the board. There are some tips and tricks in terms of can I get stuck? Can I receive a challenge that are always still relevant? The rules will be down in the description box as well so that you can keep up to date on the rules because they do change a little bit since the first time we did this together. So that's how I pick my books for every month. I'm a little late on this one, on filming it because just like work kind of got crazy at the end of January. So we're catching back up. We're gonna get LitLand going. But before I get too much further, I do owe y'all a recap of how January went and if that affects this month's board whatsoever. So after January's game, these are the 5 books I absolutely had to read to make progress on my board. Did I read them? Kind of. So I finished Iron Widow by Jiran J. Chow, finished I Was Born for This by Ellis Oseman, and I finished Never Ever Getting Back Together by Sophie Gonzalez. I'm almost done. You can see I just have this little sliver left with Beverly Jenkins's Indigo. So I know I can finish this probably today after I'm done filming this video, but it is going to count as a rollover, unfortunately, but very close to finishing this. And then the one I didn't even start was How Moon Fuentes Fell in Love with the Universe by Rachel Vasquez Gilliand. So this will roll over into next month. Currently, thank goodness we're not on a punishment spree, but I think I can finish this. It's a pretty quick, like nice and floppy copy, YA contemporary. So I think this can like get easily set into next month, but I do have like a little bit of a rolling over saving grace. So these two are gonna roll over into our game. So for February, I am trying to tackle 2 different reading challenges, no readathons for me this month, but Moon Fuentes here could actually fit for my book club, which is Book Covered Book Club, and you'll be seeing a video from me about that maybe next week. The prompt for February is very Perry or Periwinkle, and I feel like all the beautiful shades of purple in here, I can make this work. For Periwinkle, maybe? So if this actually kind of works out, if I can get this done early in the month, that will be my Book Covered Book Club picks sorted for February. So for February, Buzzwordathon is anything with a verb, like any kind of verb or action word counts, and in the title counts. So I think this one could also work for the Buzzwordathon because How Moon Fuentes Fell. So fell being a past tense verb. I think obviously works for this, or at least I'm hoping. So I really need to read this one for many, many reasons in February. The other thing we need to check in on is did I complete the Troll Bridge pick, which was to read a recent pick from your library? No, I did not. So it's a good thing I'm not in trouble for punishments because I would not have been able to save myself with our Troll Bridge pick. Yeah, I'm like 50% of the way through the Andy Serkis narrated version of Lord of the Rings, and I'm loving it. It's fantastic. I'm just a very slow audiobook listener, so I'm going to continue to renew that until I can finish it, but it's not going to count for a Troll Bridge pick this month or any future months. We'll see what the next month's monthly troll has for us at the end of this video. I really struggled last month with a bit of a reading slump, so because February is a short month, and I've been slumping lately, I'm gonna try to prioritize short picks that grab my eye and are a little inspiring to me. So we'll see how that goes with what the board can pull for us today. But let's actually get into that sweet, sweet board game footage. So pull number 1, without further ado. Okay, so we're gonna get like a terribly moody looking board because of the natural light in here. But you can see where we're at. Wait, where's Wilbur? Oh my gosh, I think we are here. After January. So we are really, really close. But if this is your first time seeing the board, this is our unshuffled cards that we're going to pull from. Here are some of the like old cards. I still haven't found our whole game's worth though. I don't know what happened to them, y'all. The move really got me messed up. And here are last month's poll. Lots of yellow. Oh, dropping things, dropping more things. Okay, but that was last month, so give me a second. Let's see, challenge squares, stuck squares, and monthly troll picks. Let's get into it. One purple. Put that here. Boop. Oh, we love to see these. So pull number one is one purple. So miscellaneous. That's basically any genre that's not fully represented on the board already. And so if this is your first time checking in with me, the genres I have listed on the board are young adult, romance. I've smushed together sci-fi and fantasy, historical and nonfiction. So miscellaneous catches anything that isn't that. And I just aggressively said I want to do something short. So I feel like this is a great time to get through graphic novels. Or maybe a comic or a manga, something like that. February is also a really good time for me to try to sneak in some romance and spice. So with that in mind, with a graphic novel, I'm gonna pick up Yes, Roya by C. Spike Trotman, E.A. Denick, and Kelly Fitzpatrick. The cover should tell you a lot about it. It is a visually explicit graphic novel, so I'm not gonna flip through the pages just on the off chance that I show something that would, get me in trouble. But it's also a historical. It's set in 1960s California and follows Wiley Kogan, who's an aspiring artist, and he kind of sends this fan letter to his cartoonist hero that he has just been swept away by their work for years, and that's Joseph Alstrom. And he's quick to take advantage of the portfolio review that Joseph offers him, but winds up learning more than he ever wanted to about Joe because he stumbles across some of Joe's very explicit art. This one has just been on my radar for a really long time. I picked this up a long time ago at the Rip Bodice and have always been wanting to kind of find an excuse to read this. So I'm super looking forward to this, and I think this is a perfect pick to start off our February. Pull number two. Pull number two, one orange. Boop. Boop. Ooh, hello, one orange. Orange is either sci-fi or fantasy. I've acknowledge that they're very separate genres, by the way. I just have smushed them together because I don't own a lot of sci-fi, but wanted to have the option. What do I want to do with you? Again, short book. Oh, actually, there's a short book up here that I think will fit this. Let me go get it. Yeah, we're pulling from the priority shelf. I'm excited about it. And this is going to be P. Djeli Clark's The Haunting of Tramcar 15. It is tiny. So it says on the back, it is set in an alchemy-infused Cairo on the forefront of social change. So it's set in 1912 in this kind of alternate universe where there's, it doesn't sound quite like steampunk, but kind of something similar. I'm honestly just gonna read the first little sentence of the back because I think it tells you a lot about the tone and the genre here. The case started simply enough for the Ministry of Alchemy, Enchantments, and Supernatural Entities. Handle a possessed tram car. So it sounds like kind of somewhere between sci-fi and magical realism, but I'm really looking forward to that. I like genre benders if done well, and I've always wanted to read some P. Djeli Clark, so this feels like a really great time to do that. And it's under 150 pages, which feels like it could be a really big win for me in February. So we're gonna go for it. This is working out great, and lest I jinx myself, we're getting awfully close to the end. Let's hope I didn't ruin that just now. Pull number three. Ooh, okay, another orange. Ooh, okay, another one orange, one sci-fi. Sometimes these double pulls happen. Another fantasy or sci-fi. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna go back here because I do have a pretty good amount of fantasy up here, and I think I've been talking about this book in a couple of videos recently, and I think I know what I'm gonna pick. Because I'm not feeling hopeful about more romance, so I might just try to slide in like a fantasy romance here and make that work. I've been showing off this book lately in a couple of different videos, but this is my special edition of Radiance by Grace Draven. I believe this was a Fae Crate special edition, and I'm doing this so that you can see the shiny, beautiful holographics. And I'm doing this so that you can appreciate the holographic end pages on this special edition. I can't even look at it too much in my camera because I will get distracted. This could also work for my book covered book club pick because this shiny foil is periwinkle colored. You're just perfect. I'm sorry. You're the prettiest thing I own. And then on the back it says Prince of Night. Like, what is this edition? Oh my god, Fae Crate. Oh my god, it's signed. Sorry, I'm just losing my shit over this. Also, it's signed. Yes, it's signed in purple, shiny ink. Ah, this book is everything. Also, since I still can't let the aesthetics of this book go, and I haven't even told you about it, inside dust jacket. Inside dust jacket. I'm unwell. Radiance is book 1 in a completed duology, I believe, also known, I think, as the Wraith Kings. But this is definitely a enemies to friends, friends to lovers arc for our two main characters from what I have heard about this book. So it is basically like a second son, Brishan, and he's Prince of the Kai. So they're kind of like a Fae-esque race in this world, but not the Fae, they're the Kai. And he's, you know, been basically the spare to the throne. And he is engaged then to marry Ildiko? Ildiko. I'm not sure I'm saying her name right. I'm not sure I'm saying either of their names right. But Brishan is engaged to Ildiko to kind of broker peace between the mortal king and the Kai people. Neither of them are into each other at the beginning. They're actually like really turned off. Neither of them feel attracted to the other. Their customs feel very strange. And then there's of course the animosity of their kingdoms. But I've heard that it's just like a really beautiful, sweet, funny little love story. And I've been wanting to get to this for so long. So I'm finally gonna do it. It feels appropriate for February. Okay, I'm gonna have to put that one down so I can stop cooing over how pretty it is, and we'll actually get around to our final pull number 4. Ooh, okay, this definitely gets us to the end, but yellow times 2. Okay, cool. Yeah, all right, yeah, okay, just excitement. All right, boop, boop. Okay, so pull number 4 gets us to the end. Gets us to the end of LitLand, but I do still have to make it count. I do still have to respect this, and that is a yellow times 2, and yellow is my color for young adult. I have been so fit and start with this last round of LitLand that we've literally been playing this round of LitLand for over a year. So I am so grateful to finally be done. Y'all know if you've been around for a little bit that this does mean I have a giveaway coming. So stay tuned to the end of this video to understand like what the rules and the prize are for this time around's giveaway. Woo! All right, this is great. But I do need to address this. I do need to pick books for this, and apparently 2 books for this. So let's recenter, young adult. What do we got? So the first of my picks I don't have in physical form, but one of my really good friends, Katie, has wanted to do a little like friend buddy read for the longest time of 6 of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. And so I'm gonna make it happen this month, Katie. We've been talking about it for months. I'm gonna commit to it. But I feel like it's shocking to me that I have never read 6 of Crows. It took me a while. I think in the time I've had this channel, I read my first Leigh Bardugo, like the original Grishaverse, and I had a good time. I didn't have a great time, but I had a good time. So I'm encouraged to read 6 of Crows, in part because everybody who talks to me about it is like, yeah, but 6 of Crows is where it's at. So we'll see. We'll see if that's true. I don't really know anything except that it's very beloved and that it involves a ragtag group of people doing a heist in the Grishaverse. And I think that's all I want to know for now. But I'm gonna do Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo for my first of 2 YA selections. And then for number 2, this actually works out great. I did not mean to start my year out with so much YA in my life between January and February, but you take what the board gives you, you take what the board gives you. And I think what I'm going to do is I had this book off to the side and I didn't talk about it at the beginning, but I do have a book that I desperately need to read for a different project that hopefully goes up this month, but we'll see. We'll see. And that is The Sun is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon. You can see up here that I've had this in my collection for a long time because it's a book of the month book, and I haven't been a book of the month subscriber since 2020. So this also helps me meet some of my goals, though it wasn't on my priority shelf. It does help me because this is a subscription box pick, and that's one of my goals, is to get through like at least 1 or 2 subscription box books a month. Technically, Radiance also counts for that. So I am getting there. I am doing the things. But I don't want to speak to what I'm doing with this book. What I do know of it is that it's dual POV. Our main characters, Natasha and Daniel, their worlds collide in kind of a difficult point in Natasha's life in particular, when she's on the cusp of having to face deportation. But there's just like this kind of cosmic pull between the two of them, and they decide to spend some time together. And it's always captured me as a premise. The cover is very beautiful and really grabbing. Yeah, I'm excited to read this one, and I'm excited to tell you about what the heck I'm doing with it, but that's for like later, Caitlin, to tell you about. So excited to get to this, and I love this as our month. 5, even though 4 are here, I have 5 books from February proper. Yes, Roya, The Haunting of Tramcar 15, Radiance, Six of Crows, and The Sun is Also a Star. So this is like officially what we're trying to get through in February, and these are the rollover picks. Oh, hello, Gizmo. Thank you for joining us again. And this is what we're actually going to try to get through in February. It's a short month, but several of these books are quite short, and I've made a couple of like dips in them already, so I'm hoping we can do it in the like 20 something days left in this month. So this is normally the part of the video where I would pull a monthly troll pick with you, but because we beat LitLand this month, I'm actually not going to do a monthly troll, and I'm going to instead focus up on the idea of a giveaway. So first, let me tell you like what the heck I'm actually giving away. I have gone through my shelves recently, and this happens sometimes because of the subscription box that I subscribe to. I have a duplicate of something. So I got 2 copies from 2 different boxes of Lunar Love by Lauren Kung Jessen. I'm very excited about getting this book and will happily be reading my own copy, but now I have 2, which means that somebody else is going to get this lovely little book. So I will be sending out a care package with this book, maybe another book that I can find if I comb through my shelves and find another dupe. Like I have another duplicate. So at least this book, and I'll make you just like a little care package to go alongside it. But this is what you'll be entering to win if you'd like to enter the giveaway. Here's what you need to do if you would like to enter to win Lunar Love by Lauren Kung Jessen and a little care package from me. 1, please be following me. 2, make sure that you like this video. And 3, leave me a comment down below that includes either your Instagram or Twitter handle so that I can get in touch with you because I do need to ask for the winner's address. Unfortunately, I will only be able to make this giveaway go for people within the United States because of just the intense shipping prices. So I apologize for my international viewers. I know I have some amazing folks out there from around the world, and I apologize that this is not open to you at this time. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, let me know your Instagram or Twitter handle, and give me a prompt that you would like to see one day on LitLand. Even if you think it's something I already have, that is totally fine. Just like let me know what you would like to see from like a monthly troll, a punishment pick, a challenge square, and I will kind of try to keep track of that. And the next time I update my cards, we'll maybe be able to integrate your ideas into the board game. And then next month, we will all start a new month together, and everything's just gonna kind of like kick back off from there. Like I said, it's been over a year because I've been very inconsistently playing, so it's amazing that we finally got to the end of LitLand. This does mean that I'm probably gonna do a little bit of a book haul, and then I'm gonna go back to my OG rules of locking it down and putting myself on a book buying ban until I either read 50 of my own books, so 50 physical owned books, or I beat LitLand again, whichever comes first. Thank you for spending time with me. I hope you have a fantastic reading day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!
Hold on, girl, now wait just a minute. I've got something to say, you should hear it. Oh, I'm happy to make time for your feelings, but you have to admit I already do. Let's just break it down.